Good morning, everyone. Today we will start the second unit, which is soil-water-plant relationship and water requirements of crops. Soil-water classifications. When water is added to dry soil either by rain or irrigation, it is distributed around the soil particles where it is held by adhesion and cohesive forces. There are mainly four types of soil water: structural water, gravitational water, hygroscopic water, capillary water. Structural water is also called molecular bounded water. It cannot be removed by oven drying. Gravitational water, the water in the soil due to the movement of water under gravitational forces. It moves into, through, and out of soil due to gravity. Hygroscopic water, water which is absorbed from the atmosphere and which is held tightly by the soil particles and which is unavailable for plants to absorb is called hygroscopic water. Capillary water, water that is retained in the soil along with hygroscopic moisture and water vapor after the gravitational water has drained off. Capillary water is held by surface tension as a film of moisture on the surface of soil particles and pads. Field capacity. In many soils, after a rain or irrigation, the soil immediately starts draining to the deeper depths. After 1 or 2 days, the water content in the soil will reach with time, for many soils, a nearly constant value for a particular depth. Wilting point. The water stored in the soil is taken up by the plant roots or evaporated from the topsoil into the atmosphere. If no additional water is supplied to the soil, it gradually dries out. The drier the soil becomes, the more tightly the remaining water is retained and the more difficult it is for the plant roots to extract it. Available moisture. The difference in moisture content of the soil between field capacity and permanent wilting is termed as the available moisture. Available moisture can be expressed as percentage moisture, as percentage, or as depth. The available water content depends greatly on the soil texture and structure. The field capacity, permanent wilting point, and available water content are called the soil moisture characteristics. Soil fertility, manure, and fertilizer. When crops are grown one after the other, it decreases the productivity of the soil. However, this can be overcome by adding manures and fertilizers to the soil. Therefore, manures and fertilizers are paramount for efficient crop production. So we add manure and fertilizers which compensate for the infertility of the soil. Manure. It is a natural fertilizer. To make manure, decomposition of plants and animals' waste is done by farmers. The product of this decomposition is material rich in organic matter which we call manure. Manure does not have a high content of nutrients. Instead, it gives fertility to the soil by adding humus. Fertilizers, they are natural or synthetic materials that we add to the soil to provide the plants with the nutrients they need. They can be organic or inorganic in nature. They work by providing plants and crops with nutrients they need to grow to their fullest and at a faster rate than attained via a natural process. However, fertilizers can also have a harmful effect on the environment. They contain synthetic chemicals that are not biodegradable. They can cause both soil and water pollution. So between manure and fertilizers, fertilizers are a better source of nutrients for the plant. Manure is a better alternative as far as the environment is concerned. Crop rotation. It is the systematic planting of different crops in a particular order over several years in the same growing space. This process helps maintain nutrients in the soil, reduce soil erosion, and prevents plant diseases and pests. Crop rotation also prevents plant diseases and pests by exchanging crops that may be susceptible to a particular disease or pest with a crop that is not susceptible. Functions of soil water. Water is essential for plant life. Water plays a very important role in soil and plant growth relationship. There are following functions of water and important for plant growth and crop production. Here is a table that I have shown. Kindly go through it. Water requirement of crops. Crop seasons. A crop season is a period of time during which climatic conditions are same and hence certain crops are grown during this period in rain-fed agriculture or dry farming. In the central and north part of the country, two seasons, Kharif and Rabi, are reckoned. In Maharashtra and nearby states, five seasons, Kharif, Rabi, hot weather, monthly, and perennial or annual are reckoned. However, in south and eastern part, no such crop seasons are reckoned. The necessity of reckoning such crop seasons was for estimation of shortage requirements by methods of duty and delta. Now, the modern method based on climatological data is used for the estimation of crop water requirement. Here I have shown a table for crop seasons in Maharashtra citing season, the period, base period, climate, usually grown crops. That was all for today. Thank you.